Okay, so this is week 4, assignment 1. So if you go into week 4, assignment 1, basically what we're going to be doing is learning about our email. Yes, every student has an email. And so I'm going to show you how to get to it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to send me an email, and that will be your grade. And in that email, it must contain 2 things. One, it must contain 1 to 2 sentences about what is the most important memorial to 9/11. And 2, it needs to include a link to a picture that you feel it represents the memorial of 9/11. So let's just take a second and talk about 9/11. What I would do first is there is a link on there. It goes to a brain pop that will show you basically what 9/11 was. I think that everybody has a basic understanding of it. I want to talk about what a memorial is versus a funeral or something like that. A memorial is something that a memory is kept alive of an event, of a person. It is a memory. It doesn't have to be a bad memory. It can be a good memory. Usually when we have memorials for people, we go there and we talk about all the great things and good things that we remember. We don't talk about the bad. So a memorial is a good thing. So if you look at what the definition of a memorial is by Merriam-Webster, it just says it preserves a remembrance and it has to relate to a memory. Okay, you guys don't have a memory, but you need to preserve and remember about 9/11 because we don't want it to happen again. That's the whole reason that we study history, is because we don't want things to happen again. You have to learn from your mistakes or things that happen. You need to learn from them. So what you can do is if you go to Google and you type in 9/11 memorial, and I went to images, and then it will bring up all these different images. I happen to love this image. I am from the New York area. I grew up in New Jersey. So I remember the Twin Towers. I remember the Twin Towers next to the Empire State Building. So to me, this is very powerful and it helps me remember. So I'm going to leave this open and I'm going to go back to our tiles. You need to have your tiles open, and we're going to go to Office 365. Like I said before, you can choose yes or no on this. It makes it easier for you if you go into it a lot, and if not, you just have to click it each time. And then down here on the left-hand side, remember we went to OneDrive last week, but the one should be right above it. It has an O on it. It's called Outlook. Outlook is Microsoft Office email application. So if I click on this, it should bring you to your email. Now, once you get to your email, if you have not been there already, you should have an email there from me if you did assignment 3 in week 1 that gives you your target typing speed for the end of first quarter. So if you have that, please open it and you can see what your target speed is. If you don't have that and you did the typing test that day or that week, please email me or message me something so that I can get it to you. I must have missed you, or it might have been after I had done all of them and whatever, and I will make it up. If you haven't done your typing test, I suggest you do your typing test. You can still get credit for doing it. You just need to let me know whenever you do it. So you should have over here, you should have an email from me, and then you would click on it and And so I'm just going to do this, and then my email should be over here. Okay, so you can have that. Now, if you have an email from me, you see up here you have this bar of all these things you can do. So if you click on this little down arrow and you click reply, now let me quickly tell you the difference between reply and reply all and forward. Reply means you only send it to the person who sent you the email. Reply all means you would send it to everybody the email went to. So if I sent an email to my whole first period class, all 30 of you got the same email. If I hit reply all, or if you hit reply all, it will go to all 30 of your classmates plus me. If you just click on reply, it will just come to me. And the last one is forward, is if you wanted to send it, you wanted to send my email to someone else, you would forward it and do that. So what you can do is I need you to click reply. So now you're in here and it should have my address here, but if for some reason you guys do not have it in there, it is Gerald S. at manateeschools.net. Okay, so you can look here and see this is mine. So you need to have that in here. That has to be in the to. Okay, and so in the you can put week for assignment 1. Now, what you will do here is you click down here. So this is who it goes to. This is where the name goes. This is where it tells me what the email is going to be about. And this is the body of the email. Here is where I would like you to type in your 2 sentences about what is one of the most or the most important memorial for 9/11 is. You would say, you know, the 9/11 because it helps people remember, etc. Okay, so you're going to type 2 sentences here. Then you are going to go over here to where you have your picture. You're going to right click on the picture and we're going to copy the image address. I want you to send me a link so that I can click on it. It's going to take me to the internet and it's going to give me a copy of the picture. So I don't want you to copy the image, but I do want you to copy the image address. Then you can go back here to, where are we here? And we can right click and hit paste. Do you see I now have a link? Once I have done that, I would hit send and it will send me. So there it is. So it would come from you. It would say this. It's going to have 2 sentences, and then it's going to have the link. The link will then bring me the picture. But if I wanted to, I could click here and the picture would come up. So to recap quickly, you are to go to 9/11 Memorial, go to images, find an image that represents something that we should remember about 9/11. Then you need to go to your tiles, Office 365, Outlook. You have to find mine. Oh, and by the way, if you did not have one from me, if you go to new message, you can then type in my email, Gerald S. at manateeschools.net.
In about a minute, a bell will ring. Developed for the 7th grade car rider.
So you'll managerial s at manateeschools.net. You're going to add a subject, which is week 4, assignment 1. And then you are going to write 2 sentences of why we should keep the picture that you are sending me. Why should remember it? What is the importance of it? Once you have done that, you will go to your picture, you will right click, you will copy the image address, you will go to right click in the body of it and say paste, and then you will send it to me. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know.